Back-to-back profitable days, guys. Here you go, the trade on ES, the trade from yesterday, and we also got longs on NQ that was also a winner. So 2R on NQ, about 2.5 on ES. Beautiful performance so far, totaling us 1K on another fresh new Apex account. Right, I showed it in my Instagram stories. Go follow me there if you haven't yet. Links in the description. I showed how the account was literally bought at the 28th of August, and here you go. As you can see by the trading view thing, 28th of August was when the trade was taken. So this one, let me show you the premium first, because for futures, I want to see if we can have some longs to take advantage of that huge liquidity above. All right, so this is the type of positions where I'm certain of liquidity getting hit, and I'm trying to catch the moves towards that same liquidity sweep. All right, so that's more of the internal setups. And then you have the safe setups, which is when we finally get that huge liquidity getting swept, and then you trade the opposite move. So here, following the trend and trading on ES. And for NQ, same scenario. We had this liquidity right here, right? These 2 points that this rejection will most likely get hit and most likely become a trap. So we were here, but as you can see, it was kind of different as market opened and immediately shot up to that liquidity. And then I told the premium that, yeah, it was predictable for this liquidity to get hit, but pricing head lower and give us a setup. So right now, maybe we can look for some shorts. And I ended up not getting the setup for the shorts, but you can see as they worked pretty well. I mean, you could have shorted here to here and get yourself a win. But what I usually say to the traders is when you're trading liquidity, trade immediately on the move, trade immediately on the sweep. Don't wait for the market to do a huge move and then coming all the way back to do a retest. Their level will most likely become a trap. Same way as in this scenario, I executed with the smart money trap cycle. So because this was a trap, I knew that this was likely to become a trap. But, and this is why the ES position was larger than the NQ1. The NQ1, I was a little bit scarce because we had already swept the liquidity above on the market open, and then market could actually go lower from those levels. But yeah, so I just risked $200, about $200 on that NQ position, and on ES I actually risked about 500 or so. This being because, as you can see, once market opens, it immediately goes down and doesn't sweep this liquidity, right? This is why you also always got to zoom out, because we sweep previous daily high on London, then we had lower. Perhaps you could have get yourself a win if you shorted at the moment, because then London, New York can sweep London and then goes lower, right? If you want to trade these moves, you can, but you gotta trade them at the exact spot and take advantage of the moves immediately and not the retest, because as you can see, once price comes retest into these levels, trap, and trap, because you can't say you trade liquidity right here, right? B position right here, because always sweep London, we do a breaker structure below, price is bearish, you can come to these levels, correct? But if you zoom out, this is a perfect equal high resistance to the upside, to your stop loss. So you don't trade liquidity, you just trade like support resistance traders. So the way I positioned myself was just waiting for this sweep of liquidity. You can see double sweep to also have some structure, right? Say we sweep the liquidity and then we sweep it kind of twice for me to just have a structure right here to position myself, because there was not something like this before the liquidity. Price just melted, right? And then once it did this, you can position yourself because you have some structure to go based off. I just see it by the candles, but if you go towards M1, you can see there's some structure there, as you can see right here. And on NQ, because I was basically more scarce, right, because of this liquidity sweep, price could have actually had lower from here. This could have worked, right? It's not every day that we deliver smart money traps for the SMC traders. Sometimes their trades gotta work, but I kind of waited for some more confirmation of price wanting to head higher, and then we had this inducement right here, and I just positioned myself right here on the inducement, combining with the imbalance and retesting this order block right here. If we go on M1 again, you will see it. I can just see it by the candles on the sweep of this, as this low didn't do nothing, and then they sweep it, and he actually tags the order block as well. So yeah, this trade was around 2R. Normally I go for a fixed 3, but you gotta also determine your targets depending on the structure, okay? Because if I could have targeted 3 here and I could have got it, but once we sweep this, which is what I knew price would take, we could deliver a reaction, and that reaction could have caused me a break even, a stop loss, whatever. So that's why I only targeted 2. Normally I go for 3, but you also can't be that greedy, because if you know there's some liquidity the price will go towards, but then you put your target weight above, like you know that as soon as we sweep that liquidity that you are certain that we're gonna go there, like price could deliver some move, and then that move could take you out. So it's better to just make sure you either put your stop loss more aggressive, make it low, make it smaller, so then you can target the 3 as soon as we ship the liquidity and so forth. In here I put it a bit here aggressive, right, just on this, because if it was sweep this, it would have swept everything most likely, and it was also just to get the 2 at least towards that liquidity. So 2R here, ES was about 2.5, yeah, towards that liquidity, right? It continued, but as you can see, it gives off a reaction as soon as we sweep it. If you want to trade with Apex as well, they're currently offering a 20% discount off every evaluation. Links in the description. I'll also put it in the comments. Make sure to use my code to get the best discount out of it. All right, the scalability factor is crazy on Apex. That's why it's one of the best futures firms, because you can get dirt cheap challenges and then just turn them into 50K accounts, right? You can see the amount of money that we can make with a 50K. Right here, I did 2%, that's 1K. Literally, the account can cost $20. And then you can activate it for a bit more, but not the end of the world, of course. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. If you want to take a step further and learn how to trade, make sure you also check the description to book a strategic call with me. If not, just send me a message on Instagram and we can see if I can help you with your trading or not. Either way, I'll just give you some free value or send you to a nice resource that you can get value from. Make sure to like, subscribe. If you like these, I'll continue to do them, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.